Apologize for that. I'm glad we can answer some questions about it now, and we'll move on. Let me ask you, that video that we were watching before from your brother's body cam, where does that video terminate geographically?
It ends at the Wise County Sheriff's Office.
And is that where you told me before that then the video from the Wise County Sheriff's Office then takes over? Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
All right. So the next video in the chain here that we're talking about is now at the interview at the Wise County Jail.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. Just want to clarify, we've got several videos here. I want to make sure we're on the right one. All right. Let me go back a little bit. Some of that video we were watching here, some of that stuff was a little hard to hear, and I want to clarify a couple of things when we talk about that. Let's talk about the discussion about Athena's clothes. From that video, what was Tanner Horner's first statements to you about whether she was clothed or not?
In that incident, he stated she was clothed.
Okay. And then what did he then later on in the video tell you about her clothes?
That she was wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
And what did he say he had done with those? If you remember.
In that particular video, he didn't say anything, that he'd done anything with clothing.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about the story that Tanner Horner told you about the incident that led to him killing Athena Strand. What was his story throughout this first video about what he had done to her and how she ended up in the truck?
The initial story was that he had hit her with his FedEx vehicle and ended up taking her because of that.
So what do you know about the statement to you from Tanner Horner that he backed into with the truck? What do you know about that statement?
I knew that to be a lie.
With regard to his statement to you that she was deceased when he put her in the truck, what do you know about that statement?
I also knew that to be a lie as well, based on the video.
How long did this wild goose chase in the bamboo go on?
I believe almost 2 hours, close to 2 hours.
Right. And so we heard on the video there's a lot of discussion about, I think I heard you ask several times, is she in here, is she in here, right?
Yes, sir.
And is that what you were describing before in the first part of your testimony, that you guys were all out there on the road looking and then having conversations with Tanner Horner as you're looking? Is that what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Some of it was hard to see, in and out of the truck. Okay. So when you're out there and you're searching, do you take any resources that are looking for Athena and bring them to this bamboo area?
Yes, sir. At that point, we had other resources in other places, K-9, additional officers, and I went ahead and concentrated those into that area since that's where he was telling me she was at. I felt obviously we needed to check it and confirm that she was or wasn't there.
So during this entire hour, I noticed on the video that you guys drove up and down the road several times. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you guys, it appeared to me, and I couldn't see it all, that either you or some other people went into this bamboo area multiple times.
Yes, sir. Several officers went in and out of the bamboo, including myself, including Investigator Oliver, several Wise County deputies, game wardens, agents. Everybody was in there trying to find her.
And is it correct that Tanner Horner's story to you was that he just kind of barely put her in there a little ways and you should have found her? Is that right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
And what was the word that he used multiple times with regard to what he had done with her body? Do you remember the word that he used?
Tossed.
Tossed. And did he tell you whether he tossed her head first or feet first?
In that video, he stated he tossed her in head first.
Now, I noticed on some part of this, there's some discussion with Tanner Horner about y'all's desire to get the truth. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And is it also correct that you had told him that in the beginning, that you just want to know the truth?
Correct. Yes, sir.
And in this particular situation, at this location at the bamboo forest is what I'll call it here, because that's kind of what it looked like. When he's telling you that she's in there, what do you know about that statement?
That was a lie.
Because where was her body eventually located?
At Bobo's Crossing.
Which is that anywhere near this bamboo area that we're talking about?
No, sir.
Now, one of the other things that I asked you about, and again, it's kind of hard to hear due to the road noise and stuff, is that did Tanner Horner make any statements with regard to things that he was concerned or worried about during the situation?
Yes, sir. He stated he was concerned about losing his job. He was also concerned about seeing his child and concerned about what was going to happen to him.
But at this time, when he's expressing those concerns, has you even found Athena's body yet?
No, sir.
But this is what he was concerned with.
Yes, sir.
So this next video we're going to look at from the jail, okay? Is this a continuation of your interview from before?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And let me ask you a few questions about it. Pardon me. So this particular interview at the jail, who is participating in this interview?
Present during the course of the interview is myself, Investigator Oliver, and Ranger Danny Briley.
And throughout the majority of this interview, are you conducting the interview or somebody else?
I'm conducting the interview.
And do you know about what time you got back to the jail?
I believe around 4 p.m. approximately.
Okay. And so you get to the jail. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Is there an interview room or someplace in the jail where you interview suspects?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Most of the interview rooms that we conduct our interviews in are audio and video recorded in a controlled environment where we can have a table, chairs, board to draw on if needed, things like that.
And so when you get to the jail, are y'all in that interview? Is that where this interview room? Is that where this takes place?
Yes, sir.
And so when you get in the interview, what's the first thing you do when you get in the interview room?
Go ahead and advise Mr. Horner of his rights.
Again?
Yes, sir.
And this is in addition to what you told him when you were on the roadside.
Correct, yes, sir.
So you're in there and you're conducting this interview. About how long do you think that interview was in the jail?
Almost 2 hours.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. We have the interview in the jail, and when that's finished, or at least a stopping point, where do you go next?
We go back out into the field to try to locate Athena again.
Back to the bamboo again.
Yes, sir.
So we have an interview at the jail. That goes on for some time, and then you elect, we're going to go back out on scene. Is that the progression of events?
Yes, sir.
So let's go to the jail interview, and I'm going to hit a couple of things in here. In the jail interview, once you get him in there and start talking to him, what was Tanner's story as to why he was at Athena Strand's home on November 8th? Why was he there?
To deliver a package.
And what was his story to you with regard to his contact with Athena Strand?
That he was there to deliver the package. He hit her with his vehicle. He panicked and he took her with him, asked her to get in the vehicle.
Okay. So I'm going to break that apart a little bit. He said he hit her with the vehicle, said he panicked, and then you said he asked her to get in the vehicle. That's what he told you.
Yes, sir.
Now, we know before, you testified before, that one of the very first things you asked him was, what?
Is she alive?
Is she alive? And what did he tell you then?
That she was not.
Okay. But now, what's he telling you now?
That she was alive.
Okay. And that you're saying, he says, I'm going to get this correct here, that he asked her to get in the truck. Is that right?
Yes, sir. To the best of my recollection.
Now, with regard to whether or not you asked her to get in the back of the truck, what do you know about that statement?
That's a lie.
Now, with regard to Athena's physical status, whether or not she was injured or not, what did Tanner Horner initially tell you in the interview that we're fixing to watch here about what her physical status was at that time?
I believe he stated a few bumps and bruises.
Okay. But not dead like you said before.
No, sir.
Now, with regard to any communication between Tanner Horner and Athena there at the Strand home, what did he tell you with regard to whether or not they had any communication at that time?
When I asked him if he communicated with her, he stated that he did, and she told him her name and also asked him if he was a kidnapper.
Okay. That's coming from Tanner Horner.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's talk a little bit. When you're talking to him and you are asking him, does Tanner Horner blame anyone for all of this happening?
At one point, he tries to say that the van didn't have a backup camera or a sensor, so he believed that contributed to this happening.
Okay. Anybody else?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you I'm going to try to make this as detailed as possible here. At some point, do you ask Tanner what he did to kill Athena?
Yes, sir.
And to the best of your recollection, what did he tell you he did to kill her?
Through the course of that interview, he stated that he first attempted to break her neck, and then he strangled her with 2 hands.
Okay. How many times did he say that happened to you?
I can't remember the exact amount, but it was numerous times that he stated during that interview.
Okay. That he had done that.
Yes, sir.
So he says that he attempted to break her neck, didn't work, and so he used his hands.
Yes, sir, correct.
And he said one hand or two hands?
I asked him whether he used one hand or two hands, and he stated he used two hands.
Two hands. So, and I just want to make sure, so now we're in the second interview. What is he now telling you that he did with her body once he killed her?
He stated that he had her in the back of the van for a short period of time and then took her to the bamboo.
Now, during this interview, what are you trying to do during this interview?
I'm just trying to find Athena. It's just trying to figure out where she's at.
With him, after he dumps her body in the bamboo, we've talked a lot about that. Where does he say that he went next after that?
He stated during the course of that interview that he went to the Love's to get some cleaning supplies for the truck, and then he went back to the station.
So just for those of us that don't know, is it Love's a convenience store?
Yes, sir.
Is it also a truck stop?
Yes, sir.
And is there a Love's in fairly close vicinity to where that would have been happening?
Yes, sir.
Do you know where that was located?
I can't remember the approximate address or location, but we had investigators follow up with that location as soon as we found that information.
All right. So Love's truck stop, that's what he said, clean up the truck. What did he tell you that he was cleaning up?
He stated that he was cleaning up vomit and feces.
Okay. Whose vomit?
His vomit.
Whose feces?
Athena's.
During the course of your time being a ranger and being in law enforcement, have you ever heard the term used with a suspect when you're interviewing that they're playing the victim?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what does that mean to you?
Essentially, there's no accountability. It's just blaming everybody else.
But then,
Correct, yes, sir.
and in this case, when we're talking about Tanner Horner in his interview, does he take on that role during that part of that interview? Playing the victim?
Yes, sir, he does.
And just give us a general, we're going to be able to listen to it, but give us a general overview of what he does from your recollection to play the victim, so to speak.
Just never any accountability as far as what transpired. Obviously, I knew a lot of the facts in reference to this investigation, including some facts that I was collecting during the course of that interview. So throughout the course of that interview, I know he's continuously lying to me, and it's very self-serving because he knows if he tells me the truth.
Objection, Your Honor, the calls for speculation as to what Mr. Horner may or may not have known.
Sustained.
Without speculation.
Correct, yes, sir.
What say your questioning?
I said without speculating is anything you can finish your answer if you want to.
Just a lot of blaming everybody else and no accountability.
And as part of this, when you say that he's blaming other people, you said that he blamed possibly FedEx for not having a working backup camera, right?
Yes, sir.
Which, from what you're telling me, would have led to him backing in there, right?
Presumably, is what he was implying.
Right. Which you've already said that's a lie.
Yes, sir.
And so with regard to any other place where he laid blame for being responsible for Athena's kidnapping and murder,
Yes, sir.
was there any other person, place, or business that he laid blame for causing her murder?
Not that I can recall, other than him blaming his long hours and his work and some of the things going on in his life.
All right. All right. So I'm going to ask you to tell me about Zero.
During the course of these interviews, Tanner implied that he was sometimes referred to as Zero, which through the course of my investigation and through the time that I talked to Tanner, it was something he made up, that an alter ego that he made up for himself, and stated that sometimes he would be referred to as Zero.
And so during this investigation, that's when this person, alter ego, comes in.
Correct, yes, sir.
And at what point during the questioning does this made-up person come up?
Yes, sir. Throughout the course of these next couple of interviews, the name Zero and that fake personality or alter ego comes up.
Did he tell you how he made it up and how he created it?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
He stated it was something that he and his wife had discussed in the past, and he named it after one of his band, and actually had a tattoo on his arm that had 0 on his arm.
So he created it and he named it.
Correct, yes, sir.
He made it up.
Yes, sir, to the best of my knowledge, yes, sir.
Okay. And so during any of this, when we're going to hear this, how does 0 come up in the course of your investigation?
At one point during the course of this interview, he writes something on the board. When I step out of the room, I asked him what that was about, and he stated it wasn't him, it was 0. We talked briefly about it, and then throughout the further course of the investigation, when I was hitting roadblocks, again, all I'm trying to do is find Athena. I played his game, and I spoke to 0.
So during this course of interview, all you had to do was just start talking to him like that? Is that what you're telling us?
Yes, sir.
And did you miraculously get answers when you started talking to him like that?
Yes, sir. At that point, I did.
And how long did he play this game?
Until after we recovered Athena's body.
Okay. And I know we've said that there are multiple interviews that are done, including one that's a re-interview on December 7th. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is he still playing this 0 game all the way until December 7th?
Yes, sir.
Did you believe any of this?
No, sir.
Then let me ask you, Ranger, why play into it if you don't believe it?
It's obviously a common technique that we use to maintain that rapport and to play into that, because ultimately it's about locating Athena and getting the truth. And if whatever he wants to be called, I'm willing to do that, as long as it means actually getting to the truth.
So what you're saying here, you'd have called him Yogi Bear if it got to the truth. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. I'd have called him anything as long as I could find Athena.
Okay. Now, during this interview that we're going to see here in a minute, tell me a little bit about Tanner Horner's ability to understand and answer your questions. Is he able to do that?
Yes, sir. He is.
And when I ask that, what I mean is that you've indicated that you're going to ask him some questions in that interview. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And his answers to those questions, were they responsive to your questions?
Yes, sir.
What I mean by that is, if you ask him what happened next, right, was he able to explain what happened next?
To a certain extent.
Okay. And so during this interview, when you're going through it, whether you're talking to Tanner or this person he made up or what have you, is he able to understand those questions and provide answers?
Yes, sir.
And then also, let me ask you, during this interview, what's his demeanor during this interview?
His demeanor through the course of these interviews was very laid back. I mean, he wasn't worked up, had a cool, calm demeanor, cooperated, spoke, was articulate, joked around, made jokes at times, made jokes inappropriately sometimes. And again, was able to maintain that rapport and continue to talk to him.
When you said he made jokes, do you remember anything he was joking about during this?
There's not a particular joke that I recall, but obviously when we watch the video, it's very apparent when the jokes come out that are not appropriate.
Judgment?
Yes, sir. Show you State's Exhibit 36. Do you recognize that?
Yes, sir, I do.
And what is that?
This is the interview from the Wise County Sheriff's Office interview room, and it has my initials on it.
And when you put your initials, what does that mean?
That means I reviewed it.
And is that a true and correct copy and an accurate depiction of the interview that you've been speaking about today?
Yes, sir.
Judgment, offer State's Exhibit 36.
Any objections other than those previously brought to the attention of the court?
No, Your Honor, no further objections.
Okay, those previous objections remain overruled and State's Exhibit 36 is admitted.
It's been published?
Yes, sir.
Here you go, Dan.
Running to you on the side of the road is going to be this. Okay, I had to, like, right here. Let's get the handcuffs off you. Or at least in a position that's not like, oh, we're going to get them off. Like, I had to, like, do this, I'm like, block them off. No, we're going to get them off you. Okay. So what was the worst? Hey, Romans 13. Oh, shit, I'll read you that here in a second, all right? Let me actually word the rest of it real quick before we get started. I'm running to you on the side of the road, it's going to be the same thing, okay? You have the right to remain silent, not making any statement. Anything second will be used against you for work. You have the right to have an attorney present to value prior to any question. If you can afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. You can stop this interview at any time. Do you understand your rights? Yes, sir. All right, Tanner, we're going to get some kind of formality, so to speak, that's on there, right? We're going to start off with today's date, which is Friday, December 2nd, 2022. And it's Friday, it's 4:40 p.m. and we're here at the West County Sheriff's Office. All right, what's your full name and date of birth?
Tanner Warner.
Tanner.
1991.
Hang on, Tanner Lynn, L-Y-N-N.
Yes, sir.
Horn.
Horner.
Horner, H-O-R-N-E-R.
Yes, sir. Little J. Horner.
Okay, and what's your birthday?
August 8th, 1991.
August 8th, 91. All righty, what's your physical address?
7628 Somerville Place Road.
Somerville Place Road.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what's a good phone number?
817 449 7991. I'll remember my phone number.
That's just something I do for your number. In case I don't get over you later on or something else, I'll get your phone number. So let me ask you something. Let's start off with what we've already talked about, okay? On when you got the little girl. You went to that residence to deliver a package?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then what happened?
When I was trying to get myself situated to where, I have an easy way to get out of the property, I kind of backed up and hit her.
Okay, and then what happened?
She seemed like she wasn't too incredibly hurt, but it was a panic.
Okay.
And I didn't know what to do. My main fear was I could lose my job, lose my source of income, the way, like, everything was on the line. I didn't know what to do.
Okay. So then what did you do? Deliver her up in the truck?
I listened to this dumb little voice in my head that told me, just grab her and go, and I did.
Okay. So you said you didn't hurt her too bad. You just kind of bumped her, or?
I mean, she had some bruises.
Okay. So she's still talking to you and everything. What'd she say?
She was worried that I was a kidnapper.
And what'd you tell her?
I told her no. She kept asking where we were going. I didn't know what to tell her, so we just talked to her about random things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Sorry. It's okay. Speak more.
She was a sweet kid.
Okay, so you were in fear of, hey, I'm gonna get in trouble for hitting her with my truck. That was your biggest fear. Okay, then where?
I was driving around for a bit just trying to figure out what I was going to do about the situation.
And what's she doing?
Asking questions, we're just talking at this point.
Yeah, is she sitting down? Is she standing up? Is she in the passenger seat? Where's she at?
She's standing up, she's in the back.
Okay. What's she asking?
Just random things, like, I just had her talking.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I don't know.
And then where's her going?
We went down this private road and I listened to that little voice again.
What day is it? Remember what I told you?
I heard it.
Do I heard it? Let me listen. Then how'd you heard it? It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. How'd you heard it?
No, it's not all right.
Well, no, it's alright to tell me. It's okay to tell me. You gotta get it off your chest. How'd you heard it? Sorry. You gotta get it off your chest, okay?
Listen again.
Okay. If you don't want to talk about how you heard her in detail, just right
I
there.
heard it.
And then let's talk about how she ended up after you heard her. Where did you take her?
I sat on the private road trying to figure out what I was going to do from that point. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I just started heading back to the station. And then when I was driving back to the station, I saw the bamboo and tossed the body in there.
Okay. Obviously, if you tossed her there, we're going to find her. So was she fully clothed? And you mentioned she didn't have any shoes on.
No, she didn't have shoes.
Okay. Wearing socks, barefooted?
Socks.
Okay. You remember what clothes she was wearing?
I mean, I think like shorts or jeans or something.
Okay.
There was a lot going on through my head at the time that I didn't.
Is there any voices telling you anything at that time? After you just to get her out of the truck or anything like that? Or was that just kind of a decision you made?
I just tossed her in. Like I couldn't just keep running around with a kid in the back like that. I just tossed her in the bush or whatever you want to call it.
And you sure she was not alive at that time?
I was relatively sure.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't check her heartbeat or anything, but I'm relatively sure that she wasn't alive.
Okay. So let's backtrack a little bit, okay? To that private road that you went down. And when the voice is telling you to her, how did it start? Did you say anything to her? Did you explain that you had to do what you had to do? I mean, can you give me something on that?
I just told her to turn around and
You motioned, you choked her? One hand or two hands? Two. What? Was she facing away from you when you were choking her?
and start off. I tried to
You tried to break her neck?
I tried to break her neck, make it as quick and painless as possible, but it didn't work. She started crying. So I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying to calm down.
It's all right. Hey, listen, what I tell you earlier, right? A lot of times you fixated on what, right? On what happened. So now we know a little bit of what happened, right? We know that you had bumped her with the truck. You got scared, right? She's not telling you. So you got her in the truck. When you got her in the truck, let's talk about that. Did you just pick her up in the truck, or did you ask her to get in?
Yes, sir, to get in.
Okay, so she listened to you, got in the truck, and then you drive from your route immediately, start kind of headed back to the station, right?
No. After that, that's when we went down the private road because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do.
Okay. What do you think the time frame was from there? Like,
I don't know.
not very long, like 5, 10 minutes, 30 minutes?
I wouldn't know how to.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Unless I'm like sitting there looking at the time, I have no idea how much time has passed.
Okay, so,
I don't even know how long it's been since you guys stopped me after that delivery.
yeah, okay, so your perception of time is not too good. So you get in the truck, she's standing there talking to you. You're driving down the private road, and that's when the voice tells you, hey, you need to hurry, you need to hurry, right? Am I right? Correct, if I'm missing something. And then you ask her to face away from you, and you try to break her neck at first, but she started crying. When you try to break her neck, did you like try to spin it, or how did you do that?
I just spin it.
Like spin like one hand on the chin, one hand on top of the head, hand on the side of the head, or how?
Like,
Okay, and that didn't work.
yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, but she was facing away from you when you did that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then,
I didn't want her to see it coming. I didn't.
okay. So then,
I couldn't take it if she was sitting there in pain. I wanted to do it as quick as possible, and it didn't work. And sorry.
And now, we accomplished that, trying to find out where she's at, right? We haven't found her yet, or that I know of, so now we're going to get into some of that why. Why did you mainly do her because you didn't want to get in trouble for hitting her with FedEx or legally or what?
Essentially, I was panicking, I didn't know what to do, and then it almost seems like it was a dream. For the most part, it just kind of seems like I wasn't, you know what I mean? Seems like I wasn't behind the wheel at the time.
Out of body experience, so to speak.
Almost. Like, stuff like that's happened my entire life, where like I'll have these like out of body experiences, mostly when I'm like getting in a fight with someone or something like that. But sometimes I'll kind of like phase out and not know what's going on. Other times I'll just kind of be in the back seat almost.
When you were talking to her, did she tell you her name?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Athena.
Okay. Did she take her full name or did she just know her first name? Did she tell you her last name or anything?
No, she didn't tell me her last name.
So she just told you her name was Athena? Okay.
Which I actually thought that was pretty cool because, I like mythology and stuff like that.
Yep. So let's go back to, I know you don't want to, you have a hard time, rightfully so, kind of recall it a little bit, and I'm going to go back and touch on it a little bit. And you try to break her neck, she starts crying. When you start choking her, facing away from you like you stated earlier, how long did it take her to essentially pass out or stop crying? Was it long or was it a short period of time? How long do you think?
It was probably about a minute, but it felt like so much longer.
And then she just stopped moving, went limp. I mean, were you on the ground or was she standing up still? Was she standing up when you were doing it, or did she obviously at some point when she passes out or whatever, you had to come to the ground?
She started off standing and then kind of after a while just went down.
Okay. And then did she move at all after that?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's when I started heading towards that, I guess, it's a county route, the one right across from 2123, and that's when I threw her in the bush.
Okay. Now, what was that little voice specifically telling you? Do you remember?
That we needed to stop her from pretty much telling anybody.
Okay. So that was the main concern. That's the whole reason why.
Everything was at risk. My job, my family, everything. And I didn't.
You didn't know what to do. You panicked. Right?
So,
Tanner, again, we'll get, we're not going to get jammed up on what happened. Obviously, the why is always more important. But there are some details that we need to know. Obviously, and let me explain it to you, because you're a smart guy, you know how things work. Just talking to you a little bit of time I have, you're obviously into mythology, you're into superhero movies, you know how things work here. You're not, so to speak, recluse, you know the things around you that go on. So
it used to be a really bad recluse, but that's
a long time ago. So by that saying, you're exposed to things and you know how things work. So obviously when we work these type of investigations, right, a medical examiner's body looks at the body, right, to determine how this person passed away. So we're going to know some of the what, right? We're going to be able to essentially corroborate what you're telling us now, right?
Yes, sir.
So is there anything else we're going to know? Because I don't want you to lie to me now. Because I'm going to shoot you straight, just like I want you to shoot me straight, all right? Put yourself in my boots, so don't lie to me, because you know how it is. Do you like being lied to?
No, sir.
Okay. So
I think I know what you're about to ask me. No, I didn't.
what am I going to ask?
You're going to ask if I sexually assaulted her, and I did not.
You didn't sexually assault her?
No, sir.
So everything's going to tell me that you didn't sexually assault her?
With my medication, I don't even really have much of a libido.
Okay.
Like my fiance will even tell you that it kind of pisses her off most of the time.
Okay. So whenever the doctors or whatever examine her body, they're going to tell me that she wasn't sexually assaulted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go back a little bit into the private road. Was it pretty close to where she lived?
Relatively, it's like, okay, so,
Hang on, let's go right here. We got to work with it.
yeah.
Okay. It sounds like you're pretty good at this. So.
Okay, so say this is 2123, this is that road, right? Then we
Hang on a
have
second. Let's label. This is what?
2123.
Okay.
Okay, so there's different ways to get to the,
Sorry.
there's different ways to get to the how should I put it? Okay, so here's the store over at Cottontail, right?
Yeah.
Here's a road up here. Then it goes to Spring Valley, which, you know, maybe a road that's easy for you.
No, that road, 35, 55. So 35, 55 right here.
And then there's this like little area, right? I went up through here, through 2123, I came down, and the private road is over here. And there's like multiple houses back there. It's actually a payment budget letter too.
And they're older or newer houses?
Definitely older. There's like a couple different private roads down that private road.
Okay,
Yeah.
so hang on, now let's get into, okay, so where's her house at in proximity to this? Okay, so that's 3573, so put 3573 there. Okay,
Also, this is bugging me, this is a lot closer to,
oh yeah, that little road, yeah, I was talking about it, comes back. So when we did this, so her home has kind of like a long drive, right? You remember that?
Grab my phone so we can get them out.
Okay, so we got that long road here, and then this is the home. So when you come in to deliver your package, you come in this way, you turn in, and then you take a right here into your house, right? Property, and then there's a house in front. That's where you left the package, if you remember it. So you get out, you drop the package, right? Walk me through that part of it.
what do you mean?
So you get out, you're out of the truck now. You don't necessarily have to draw, you can just kind of tell me.
Yeah, kind of, so I went in through here, pulled that way, and then that's when I backed up and I hit her.
Okay, so you're backing up?
Yeah, I went this way, backed up, and I hit her. So I grabbed the package, loved it. First I thought I had a dog, but then I saw the girl, and
What'd she say when you hit her? Was she crying or anything? Okay. What'd she say?
she was just crying. I was trying to calm her down.
Okay.
And after about 10 seconds, that's when I started panicking, started realizing the implications.
Okay.
The particular truck I was in doesn't have a working backup camera, so it's kind of a pain in the ass most of the time.
Okay. So then what do you do after you hit her? You start panicking, so it's about 10 seconds. What do you do with her?
Told her to get in the back of the truck, we're gonna go on a quick ride, and then we were talking the entire way.
Okay, right. So when she gets in the truck, she goes, does she jump into the driver's side, passenger side, or where?
In the back of the truck.
Oh, the back. Okay, because you got it open, because you got the back. Yeah. So she gets out, you shut it. Again, I don't want to put words in your mouth. What, do you go in with her and shut it that way, or do you go around?
Yeah, I shut it through the back.
Okay. And then you walk around and get in the driver's seat.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The side door on that truck doesn't work.
Okay. And then now show me your route out.
So I was up in that private road.
From right here. So you go
So I went,
this.
no.
Yeah, you come
So I
back.
went through it, I'm up in the private road.
So you go back this way on the private road?
Yeah, the private road itself, say this is, can I see that?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so here's Spring Valley.
So I had the two roads, sorry. I had the two roads up right here, yes, 100%.
So where were we? Crap, okay, there's Spring Valley. Okay, so the private road is right here. I went to about, I was in this area.
Yeah. So we're here. 35, 75. Which road did you come up?
It comes up 35, 55.
So you come up 35, 55.
Yeah, I came up 21, 23, I came up through here.
Okay, so you came the back way.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you come in and you go to, it shows private road 3549? Yeah. So EBT, what is that, 3539? 3549.
I'm sorry, I don't know the.
No, it's all right. Hey, man, it's part of it. So you come around, come back down this road, which is, what is this one? What did we say? 3555. Okay, so you come around, come 3555 to private road 3549, and then you go all the way to the end of it. Is there like a little cul-de-sac and no houses there, or what?
It's weird. So there's just like, okay.
I'm sorry, I can turn the rotation off. Let's see if I turn the rotation off. Oh, you know, it's okay.
Okay, this is an iPhone.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it.
Are you trying to, so let's just say, we're looking at it though, just private road, so this is where you're at. You're over there how long, you think?
Probably about 20, 30 minutes.
Okay. So 20, 30 minutes there.
First I was going to try to leave the body down there, but people kept driving past.
Okay.
So I was just like, maybe not right here.
Okay. So you were going to dump her off right there on that private road, but decided, hey, I need to go further.
I wanted to put her somewhere more so I'm find her easy. In all honesty, man, I'm a parent. Like,
Yeah.
I want my kid found.
Yeah, that's what happened. Look at me, I'll tell you this. This is what I'm trying to do right now. I want to bring her home. That's why we're going through this, because I want to bring her home. Okay? So look at me. You gotta help me bring her home. Okay? You gonna do that? Okay.
There you go, Tanner. Let's scream off something.
Okay, so with the way the private road is, it's okay. You go back. It's a hell of a drive. This is like a hill right here, but right here is about where. Oh,
That's all right. You can leave that pin there. Okay.
Is that right, pin, you think? Or should it be on this side?
It's somewhat. I was trying to pin it on the road itself.
Let's do this. You got this one out. And we'll try again.
Well, I was trying to get it on the road, but I don't think that will work out too well. But
That's about closer than you get right there.
Okay.
so we were there. I was sitting there, like trying to figure out how's it going to get rid of the body. And then after I remembered that bamboo bush, that's when it was just like, that's where I was going to drop the body. So I started heading out. Well, okay, there's 21, 23. So I go on through here.
So you're going 21, 23. You walk me through it to the next road you did. 51?
Yeah, 51, and
Okay.
then
51. And then you go right over to 51, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So this is 51, and obviously it's not to scale here. So you jump it here. Okay.
certain, that's where the bamboo brush is.
Okay, so the bamboo brush is right here. And where'd you park your truck? Like right on the road, off the side of the road? So you're on the road here. Okay. And then did you have to go through the back to get her out, or did you access her through the
Yeah,
front?
I got it off in the back.
So you
I'll
pumped
make
the
sure
back
I
door?
do it, yeah.
Okay. You made sure nobody's around, I guess, is that what you're gonna say? I don't know what the words in your mouth is.
I mean,
Okay. And
I'm
then,
not exactly the dumbest person in the world.
yeah. Okay, so this is kind of like a little lot here. So let me actually label it. And then this is the bamboo. And then you said, so when I say this lot, I'm drawing it here, because from here to about here, and then the T-posts start right here, right?
Is that those people?
Yeah, T-posts, yeah, green posts, because the top of it is like a T, so, or if you look at it from the top, it's like a T. So, and then you said you you didn't even walk in far into that bamboo here?
I didn't even really walk into it, I just kind of stood like right in front of the bamboo and tossed around.
Okay. And then what do you do from there? Let's talk about what your next course of action is.
Found the truck, I sat for a minute, thought about everything, I ended up throwing up in the back of the truck. Like it was,
Did she bleed or anything in that truck?
I don't know,
Okay.
possibly.
Okay. Is she gonna have any cuts or anything like that on her when we find her?
I mean, I did kind of throw her in there as possible.
Oh, so you're talking about just cuts from the bamboo or whatever, not from something you did to it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not some psychopath, so at least I don't think I am.
So then after you dump her, she's fully clothed, right?
Sure.
Okay. Then what's your next route home? And you can draw that down here. And obviously, if it's too complex, we don't have to. Just kind of explain to me.
So I went 114, pretty much all the way. I had to stop a couple times because
Where'd you stop?
on the road.
Okay, just on the road.
Yeah.
What'd you stop for?
So
Okay. Did you throw outside the truck, up outside the truck or inside the truck?
a little bit of both. One point I got it on the side of the truck, and then I stopped at Love's to kind of clean out.
Okay.
Yeah, the truck still smells like throw up.
Okay. And then, so that's 114.
Yeah, 114, I stopped at the Love's / McDonald's, put in M for McDonald's, L for Love's, and then I head back to the station.
Okay. What time did you get to the station?
I have no clue.
Really late, later than normal?
Later than normal.
Which would be after 8, before 9?
I wouldn't say
after
that.
9.
I wouldn't say that late. I don't think.
Okay. At some point in this deal, did you ever turn off your phone? Did you ever get off the radar or anything?
I mean, my phone died there for a bit.
Okay, where'd your phone die at?
I don't remember.
At some point during this, your phone
Yeah.
died?
After you got her, after you picked her up?
Okay, so your phone dies, and you put it on the charger, I guess?
My charger was kind of broken.
Okay, so you put it back on the charger and you turned it back up, I'm sure.
And I had to fuck with it a little bit.
Okay, so when you get home, what do you do?
Well, my fiance picked me up from work, and then just went home and went to sleep.
Okay.
Took my sleeping medication, watched Game of Thrones, and out.
Okay. And then what time do you wake up the next day?
6 o'clock, ready to go to work.
Okay. Did you make it to work on time? Late?
Cassie likes to kind of drag by when she's
Oh, so she's taking, you need to back in.
You say Cassie, just Cassie.
fiance, the mother of my child.
Okay, so she's taking you to work, so she makes you late, essentially.
Every once in a while, but she works at FedEx and she works as one of the package handlers.
Okay. What clothes were you wearing whenever this happened?
Jeans.
Jeans, those jeans, different jeans?
Different jeans.
Were you wearing those shoes?
Yes.
Okay. That shirt or a different shirt?
That was a different one. I have multiple FedEx shirts.
Okay. So you don't remember exactly what time, about what time did you get to that house, her house?
I think you actually have the timestamp on when I did that delivery. I'm not sure.
Okay, so whenever you delivered that package or whenever that package was dropped off is when you were at that house?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Now, did you take anything from her? You didn't talk, because I asked you earlier, I said, did you take any of her clothes? Did you take anything from her?
I mean, not that I can think of. I mean, I might have found a sock on the thing, but I just kind of threw it out.
Okay, is that a maybe or did you find something?
I did find a sock, but that was just...
Was it one of her socks?
I think so.
Okay. But that's...
Unless it was just some other driver's sock.
Well, I mean, you would be able to know if it's a little girl's sock or a driver's sock, so you don't know either way you found a sock.
Yeah.
Okay.
When did you find that sock?
When I was stopped throwing out.
Do you remember the truck number or anything that you ran?
I don't remember the DOT number.
You don't remember the DOT number? Do your trucks have any, like, numbers assigned there, like a truck 41 or whatever, you know?
I don't know. We just have particular
It's just
routes.
random.
And they move them around a lot.
Okay, so you don't have one particular truck assigned to you?
Yeah. No, like today I was in, normally we're driving in cutaways and stuff, but today I was put in a box truck, which I hate because you don't have that kind of thing right there to go back and get packages. You have to open it up from the back.
Okay, so the truck was the bigger truck or a smaller?
One of the big trucks.
Okay.
We have 3 different types of trucks. We have cutaways, step vans, which I prefer step vans because I'm tall and I hit my head on everything, and the weird box truck thingies.
Okay, but you're one of the bigger ones, you said? Okay, and describe that truck to me. What's the back look like? Does it have a side door and a back door, or is it just one back slide?
Yeah, all of them have the side door and back door.
Okay, so all of them have that, that's what it is. And the cab to the front of the truck, is it connected with the bed, obviously?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but again, that's...
I'm pretty sure, by the way, I do think she pooped herself also when I don't want to say it, but you get what I'm saying.
When you choked. And here's the deal, Tanner, remember, we're going to be completely honest to each other, all right? So, honesty and transparency means that we talk to each other and we don't hold back from each other, and then we talk to each other direct, right?
Sir.
You respect that, right? You told me earlier that's what you expect of me.
Yes, sir.
And I think I've proven that thus far, have I not?
Sir.
Okay, so that's what I expect. So don't hold back from me, man. We're in this now, right? So these details and these small things and things you say to me, okay, they're not so small because there's a bigger picture. Remember, I keep talking about that bigger picture, all right? So we have to be honest with each other and we can't hold anything back, all right? This is the time to get it off your chest. You can't keep any of this balled up. You can't keep anything from it because if you do, it'll tear you up inside. Okay? You understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you leaving anything out on her? You said do you think she pooped herself while you were choking her?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so while you're choking her, she pooped herself. It wasn't like she's still there alive and then she pooped herself.
Oh, she pooped herself.
Okay.
Like,
How do you know she took herself?
I smelled it when I was moving her. Some of it got on the floor.
Okay.
That's good.
There's a little bit of poop, a little bit of pee. That
In the truck, so some of that stayed in the truck?
Yeah, I cleaned it up. When I stopped at Love's, I got sanitizing and stuff and cleaned it up with my throw up.
What'd you pay for it at Love's when you bought that stuff? Did you pay for it in cash?
I didn't pay for anything. I just asked what they had in cleaning supplies.
So you asked the store person if they had some cleaning supplies? And they provided you some?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what the person that you asked for looked like?
Not really.
No, just an employee there at the store.
Male or female?
No.
Hispanic male, white male, black male. Don't remember.
I think maybe two. I wouldn't make one on that, but he did kind of look like he might be part Jewish.
Okay, why do you say that?
God, this is gonna sound terrible. He had a decently big nose.
Okay. All
But
right.
I know that sounds so terrible, and I'm sorry.
Again, where we at?
I know.
Open line of communication here, all right?
I know, but
That's-
still, I try not to discriminate because it's just kind of shitty. This is 2022, so
You're not discriminating, you're describing somebody with their features. So don't feel like you're discriminating about it. Just like if you're talking about me, you're gonna say the fat guy that's bald headed is brown, right?
I mean, when I have a tan, that would probably describe me.
So,
I'm not going home with money.
no, you're not. Never gonna be honest with you, you're not gonna go home, all right? You can't obviously, with what you're telling me here, we're gonna have to, we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit too, okay? But
Am I gonna go home at all?
Not, obviously, there's a process that goes through with it, but, and I'm gonna explain all that to you, but like I said, I wanna get to this, because what's the most important thing, right? We're gonna get her home. We're gonna get her home. Hang on, listen to me for a second. Let me tell you this, all right? At any point in that, did you think about just letting her out?
I did.
Okay, why did you do that?
I was just telling me not to.
Are you 100% telling me the truth about where you put her? And I know I keep harping on that, but it's important because I want to get her home, right?
Yes,
I want to make sure that, you know, you're not leaving out detail because you think it's you know, going to mess something up or whatever.
Sir, that's where I left her.
Did you, and I know this is kind of silly, but did you tell anybody about what happened? Did you write about it? Did you do anything to kind of get it off your chest?
No, sir.
No? You just kind of kept it inside?
It's just kind of been fucking with me a lot. Can I?
When those police officers came to talk to you, those agents came to talk to you, did you ever think about telling them what happened? You did? I was told you got emotional. Tell me about that.
Dude, I heard a kid. There's a fucking child. Can y'all just...
You need a minute?
Can y'all just shoot me in the head?
No, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Please.
You need a minute?
No, I just want to be with my family.
You get a chance to talk to your family and kind of explain it to them, okay? And tell them what's going on and fill them in. We're going to give you that opportunity, all right? If you want to do that tonight.
We were just... We're finally getting our shit together.
Where are you staying at? Who you living with?
Grandma.
Who's
I'm a
all
fucking loser.
Who's all in the house?
My mom, my little brother, and my grandmother. And me and Cassie.
Which is your
And
brother?
several annoying dogs.
What kind of dogs?
Itty bitty little ankle biters.
What's Cassie's full name?
Cassie Marie Waite, W-A-Y-T.
Okay, and what's your birthday?
February 17th, 2001.
Okay. Is Cassie C-A-S-E-Y?
K-A-S-S-I.
K-A.
Listen, do it. How does the eternity thing work?
I don't give legal advice. I'm not going to give you legal advice. Okay, that's something that's up to you to research. I can't give you any type of legal advice. Does that make sense? Okay.
You said that's Cassie. What's your mother's name?
Melissa. She's still, like, even though her and my dad have been split up for a while, and it's...
So she's your stepmother that you call her mom?
No, she's my actual mother.
What's her last name?
Her and my dad are split up, but she still has the last name.
Yes.
They
And
never got divorced.
I don't know his name.
Jackie
Is it Jackie's house? You're staying in? Yeah.
And her last name?
Hardison.
H-A-R-R-B-I-S-O-N. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You said somebody else was living there as well?
My little brother,
What's his name?
Nick.
Was it Nick or Nicholas?
Nicholas, but he goes by Nick. He hates when people call him Nicholas.
I got
So I call him Nicholas all the time.
I completely understand. And it's Warner, correct?
No, Voss.
V-O-S-S?
Yes, sir. He has his dad's last name.
I understand. How old is he?
10 years younger than me.
And you are 91, you're
31.
31, so he's 21. So you said you're living in the shed out back? Okay. Are you the only one staying in that shed?
Who?
You the only one staying in the shed? Or is it you and Cassie?
Me and Cassie, our cat, and an annoying little shit named Draco.
What breed is Draco?
Not sure exactly, but he's part Chihuahua.
Okay.
Part Chihuahua, part annoying as shit.
Hey, there's something that clicked to me real quick about when you said you found the sock and when you were cleaning the truck. Did you find the sock at the Lowe's?
No.
No, it was on
I found it when I pulled over to go throw up.
on South Road. You remember where that was?
Somewhere on 114.
Yeah. And then you just threw it out there on South Road.
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what, this is a lot for you, and I can tell you this. you kind of probably need to catch your thoughts for a minute, so give us just a second.
I need nicotine.
Nicotine? I can do that. Let me get you a cigarette or something. A cigarette or tobacco? Chewing tobacco? What do you like?
Cigarette, for sure.
Let me find you a cigarette, and then we'll talk a little bit more, okay? Hang tight. Obviously, you can't go anywhere, so stay in here for me, okay?
Did y'all grab my stuff?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. And I'll get your phone and all that good stuff, okay?
Andrew Espinoza, I'm gonna pause this video for a second.
Hang on a second. Okay.
Can I approach you? Yes. That's a gesture. Yes, sir. Andrew Espinoza, I'm showing you where we marked State's Exhibit 223. Can you tell me what that is?
That's a picture of the board from that interview room with the writing from that day.
Let me ask you a couple of things. Is that what we just saw, this board? Is that what's on the left of this video?
Yes, sir, correct.
And I noticed on part of your video you were talking about locations and maps. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And is what you wrote and what Tim Horner wrote on that board
Yes, sir.
as far as the maps are concerned?
Yes, sir.
But I noticed on there he got up and he wrote something else.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Now, what he wrote, is it also on that?
Yes, sir, it is.
And is that a true and accurate depiction of what you saw when you're in that room just now as we watched it?
Yes, sir, it is.
Judge would ask you States 223. That's right.
No objection, Your Honor.
State's Exhibit 223 is in there.
Major Espinoza, would you read what Tanner Horner wrote on that board?
He wrote in red, "He's going to hurt me, please help."
And was that the first time that he had indicated to you something about somebody else being involved in this whole thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is some of that what he's reflected on there? Do y'all discuss that with him later on in this video?
Yes, sir. During the course of this interview, at some point, I bring this up.
Okay. And is that where this whole zero thing comes out?
Yes, sir.
And is that where y'all talk about it?
Yes, sir.
And is that what I asked you before? This is where it originated from?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I'm looking at this video and things, and I want to make sure here, you're sitting fairly close to Mr. Horner during this time, is that correct?
Yes, sir, I am.
And during this time, when you're asking him questions and you're drawing maps and things of that nature, does he appear to be distressed to you?
No, sir.
Does he appear to be able to answer your questions, at least the questions you're asking?
Yes, sir.
And does he appear to be able to answer them appropriately?
Yes, sir.
And I noticed on here, does he appear, at least at this point when he wrote that on there and then sat down, to be in any type of distress?
No, sir.
And then later on in this interview, does he indicate to you that he's under any kind of distress whatsoever?
No, sir.
And does he maintain the same or similar attitude that he has now in demeanor throughout the rest of the video?
Yes, sir.
Maybe continue with the video?
It appears the video has about 30 minutes left. Do any of the members of the jury need to take a break, or do you want to try and finish with the video? Try to finish? All right.
Okay.
Tanner, I got working on this book for you. Here's for Danny. Riley, he's also with the Rangers. Obviously, he's been helping me out on this deal, okay? So, and he had a couple of questions for you. Obviously, we're trying to, like we've been talking to you on the side of the road, and here we were trying to just clear up a few things.
Yeah, you've been from the get-go, just like straight up, you're cooperating. We don't want this to be a long one. We want to let you know what's going to happen here. You want to know what's going to happen here. We want to go ahead and take her back home, like you were saying, right? Minutes ago, right? All of a sudden. Let's think about anything we've left out that's kind of holding this process up. Just think about that for a minute. What is that? What would be holding it up in your mind?
No.
Okay. Something. You feel like there's something that's getting in the way of this?
I don't think so, sir.
Okay. Why would you not think so?
I told y'all where I put her. I told y'all all the details of everything that happened. I don't know what else there is.
Okay. So the details you're providing, I wasn't already, right? So I don't want to go on and on, but you took us down the road earlier, right? We crossed over, we were on 21, 23, we crossed over 51. We know your phone was turned off. Can you explain that? Like, turned off?
Died.
Okay.
My charger was messed up. I couldn't get it back home for a bit.
Okay. How long was that?
Probably about 30, 40 minutes. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's at the time of when? What's happening when your phone is not on?
What do you mean?
Like, what are you doing at the time that your phone is not on? I want you to be truthful about
Finding the body.
that. Okay. And just because you and I will both be truthful with each other, I want to give you everything I got. I want you to give me everything you got. I want to test your truth, okay, for a moment. The phone was turned off because you're hiding a body. That's what I would do. That's what you did. Correct?
I'm more receiving information right now.
Okay. So receive that, okay? And as careful as you can, I want you to tell me why you're doing that.
I'm gonna go ahead and do all this and glad this is still up here.
Thank you.
So when I came in here, I went like this, and then I backed up, and then I hit the girl. She was on the ground crying. I felt bad about her, tried calming her down. This voice in my head told me, dude, we're gonna get in trouble. I had to do something with her. So I told her to get into the truck, and for a long time I was trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what my next step was. Was I just gonna drop off somewhere? I don't know. We went to this private road, and I parked for a bit, was talking to her on the way there, and all this other stuff. Feel a bit late for me on that, please. I don't like saying it, but
Well, you don't have to say it very descriptively. You say what you did to her, though.
I killed her. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with the body. So we left here and started going down. Like I was heading back to where I remembered the bamboo brush area that was across 151. Or 151 that was across on the other side of 51. So I stopped there, waited for a couple cars to pass. Took her out the back and I put her in there. Just kind of tossed her in. Sorry.
And the phone was turned off where?
I'm not sure exactly when it died. Sometime when I was driving over to here, I think.
Over, where you saying you're at?
I'm trying to remember where it died. I was really paying attention to my phone. I was worried about other things at the time.
What kind of cigarettes do you smoke?
Lucky Strike,
Lucky Strike?
Red 100s. My phone was off for a bit.
But the phone was off because you were behind the body?
It died, really.
I heard you say earlier you were behind the body and that's why the phone was off.
That's why I didn't try getting it back on.
That's why I'm like,
That's why I didn't try getting it back on.
oh,
It's not like my phone dies, I'm just like, oh shit, my phone's dead, and I try to bring it back really quick, but I wasn't too worried about getting the phone on as soon as I could.
So we're still, that's where the body should be. What we're probably gonna do, is we're probably gonna hop back in the truck and we're gonna drive out there again, okay? Does that work?
Sure.
So we can walk you through it again. I think that's some of the folks that are trying to get home, that's what they want to do. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll probably let you get smoke and do that. Does that sound like a plan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dan, do you have any questions you have?
when we were talking earlier, you were 99% sure she was there.
Yes, sir.
We talked a little bit more and you were 100% sure. So, I mean, there is some changes in your percentage, so I'm just trying to see.
Well, I was saying the exact, like, right there,
Okay.
like there's like maybe, what, 30, 40 feet of that stuff?
Yeah.
So that's where the 1% came in.
Okay. Is it possible you went further in there than you think?
I didn't even technically even go in there.
Okay.
I was right outside the edge and just kind of tossed her in.
When you say tossed, are we talking like a hard toss, like as hard as you can in there far, or is it like right there?
Like right there.
Okay.
Well, did you try to hide her?
I tried to make it to where somebody would find her
Where somebody would find her? Now, how did you do that?
by not throwing her too far in.
Why would you want her to be found?
Because I'm a parent. I wouldn't want to know. I would not want to know.
Okay. During the next couple of days, you didn't return?
No, sir.
Why? You're a parent.
Didn't want to know. I didn't want to know what was. I was hearing updates about this constantly.
I was just gonna ask you that.
With me.
Did you see it on social media? Did you see it on the news?
My grandmother, she sent me stuff about it at one point. Then, I was passing that road yesterday, and I saw a bunch of people down the road, so I kind of already knew what was going on.
Well, you met with FBI the other day and you didn't tell them you're a parent. And you didn't tell them the truth. Right? They were looking for her then and you're a parent and you didn't tell them.
That wasn't
So,
me.
that wasn't you. What do you mean?
That wasn't me.
What do you mean that wasn't you? They didn't talk to you?
They talked to me, but they didn't talk to me.
Okay. Interpret that for me.
What'd you ride that for on the board? When we stepped out, you wrote that. Why'd you write that?
Just if I say too much, I'm going to die.
Why do you say that?
Zero's gonna hurt me.
Who? Who's gonna hurt you?
Zero's gonna hurt me.
Zero? Like Z-E-R-O? Okay. Well, listen to me. We need to know some of these things, all right? And we're here, we'll protect you, all right? We'll get you the help you need. So you gotta trust us on that. Okay?
How can you stop me from hurting me?
Well, there's several ways to do that. We're capable of doing that, for sure. We have the resources, the capabilities. We're in a controlled environment. We can keep you safe. Okay? Are you gonna trust me? You continue to trust me?
I trust you.
Okay. I want
He
you.
doesn't.
Okay, listen to me. I want you and Zero to trust me.
He's telling me this is all a trap.
There's no trap. There's no trap. We're gonna get you some cigarettes, and we're gonna find her. Well, in order for me and you to keep this trust and this open line of communication, and for me to be able to get you anything, for me to be able to let you talk to your family, to do anything, move forward, smoke a cigarette, we're gonna have to keep on the same page. Okay? Do you agree with that? You need another water or anything? You do? Okay. We'll get you another water in a second, all right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get you back out there and look at this location, all right? You good with that? Yeah, you smoke a cigarette on the way. We'll go in my truck, more likely. I'm gonna get some things to facilitate that, and then we're gonna do it, okay? Danny, you got any more questions for me?
No, I just think everything's gonna be fine. Okay? I told you to trust us here.
I just want to
Yeah.
Give us a second, all right?
Can you pop out with you?
Whatever you need to do.
So, if you can get you some more water, we'll take another ride. You know? It's just about doing the right thing. And it's hard to do the right thing when you agree sometimes. So,
I didn't know what to do when I hit her.
I know.
Recently, they kept telling me I needed to get rid of her.
Yeah.
I just wanted to leave her there and hope that she wouldn't tell me.
Yeah. I want to find her, and I'm like,
Shoot me.
oh no, man, this is something that can be overcome. This is something,
I'm gonna miss out on the best parts of my child's fucking life. Okay? I can't.
well, I don't know how to say that. I mean,
This is one of those probation things. This is one of those I'm going away for a long time things, and I'm gonna miss out all of my fucking son's life. I would rather die.
it is, this is a hard thing. It is a hard thing, but I'll tell you this, Tanner, you're gonna be okay.
No, I'm not.
Why do you think that?
I'm gonna miss out on all my son's Christmases, his birthdays, him growing up. I'm gonna miss out on everything. All because I listened to some stupid voice that isn't probably even there.
A lot of people have done that. You're not alone. You're not alone in this.
But you're not sitting here disagreeing that I'm gonna be away for a long time. I'm gonna miss out on everything.
I'm on cigarettes right now, right?
I think what we're trying to figure out is if there's anything that you're not telling us, you know, based on what we know. See what I'm saying? I think we're trying to help you, and we're trying to figure out how much you're trying to help yourself.
That's right. Sorry, I can go on. I'm just gonna shit out of me.
No problem, man. We want you to help you, and for us to help you, helping us is beneficial, right? Our expectation with where you took us is that we're there, we got her. That hasn't been when this happened, so it leaves us curious.
I understand that. But I left her there. That's where I put her. I don't don't know how you guys haven't seen her. Like, I did not throw her in there far, like, at all. She should be, like, almost visible.
You thinking something maybe not visible?
Zero saying we need to speak to an attorney. I don't know the implications of that.
Yeah. Well,
Also, I need to pee.
okay. I think you're trying to get your cigarettes. So as soon as they do that, we'll get you up and out of here, and you can have cigarettes. You can go to the bathroom. Do you need to go to the bathroom or back?
Yeah, I kind of got through an entire bottle of water in one minute.
Okay, hang on just a minute. Let me see. I'm not from here. Let me see where the bathroom's at. Just have a seat. I mean, we can just around these guys.
Bathroom?
Holy shit, that was quick.
So there's a process here, okay?
Whoa. This is that one for my dick. That was terrible.
This is more of a comfort thing, okay? So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna put this one on here. So turn around, is that which one? Okay. And we're just gonna do one hand here on this side. Okay. Is that too tight?
No.
Is that too tight?
No.
Okay, we're gonna go up here like this. Okay, but you gotta pee, so what we're gonna do for now is just lift it through there and just hold it like that. So just hold, do that. I don't know, just keep one hand, because you gotta pee, all right? Right, can you see how to pee? You can't exactly pee. Okay.
Oh, there's an ankle shot. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. You just walk around to those. Alright. You want your water, right? Hang on a second, actually. Evie, can you tap right here for a second? Alright, just go this way.
Attorney Espinoza, now that you're aware of this conjured persona, the zero person, what is your plan to do with that at a later date?
Obviously, it's something I'm going to put into my toolbox based on my training experience. That may be something I can utilize to elicit the truth. Essentially, utilize it to gain further rapport and potentially find Athena.
And was that the case in this case?
Yes, sir, it was.
And so this video, when it ends, I notice where you're still in the interview room that you described before, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then where do you go next?
We go to my state-issued pickup, and we go back to drive the routes to see if we can jog his memory.
All right, let's pause, take a break. We'll come back in about 5 after 2, okay?
We are ready to proceed. Mr. State.
Thank you, Judge. Attorney Espinoza, and again, I'm trying to keep all this in order. The next location that you go to from the jail is where?
This next interview will be from the Wise County Sheriff's Office to my pickup, and then driving his route, Horner's route, in my pickup.
And so your first destination when you leave the jail in your pickup is where?
Driving the route to the bamboo location.
So let me back up and ask you a couple of questions. Was this your plan to go back and drive the route?
Yes, sir.
And then who gave you directions to get back out there to get to the location?
The defendant did.
Okay. And is it the same location you were at an hour or so before you got to the jail?
Correct, yes, sir.
So he took you to the same place that he took you before?
Yes, sir, which was County Road 4599.
All right. So out on County Road 4599, is this the same bamboo location that we talked about?
Yes, sir. That's the first location he took us initially, telling us that that's where Athena's body was. We were again directed to that location.
So he's telling you the same story as he told you before and took you to the same location?
Correct, yes, sir.
Now, during this time, you go back out to the bamboo. What do you do when you get back out to this location? And let me ask you, back up actually one question before that. What time was it when you got back out to the bamboo?
I can't give you an approximate time. I've been going all day. The sun was down. It was nighttime. It was sometime after dark.
The second question is this the same place that you had been before?
Yes, sir.
And then when you get there, who all is, when I say y'all, if you will, who is the y'all that gets to this location on 4599?
At that time, with me in my vehicle is myself, Tanner Horner, Investigator Oliver, and Ranger Danny Briley. At the location, we have multiple resources still there searching the area.
Okay, so let me make sure I've got the scene here. You guys have been at the jail for an hour or so, maybe more, maybe 2 hours doing this interview?
Yes, sir.
And you have resources that are out on 4599 doing search for Athena, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what kind of resources were being used out there at the bamboo?
I still had all the resources. I didn't let anybody off the hook, so to speak. I still had air ops up. I still had our special operations group out. I had multiple rangers out. I had the Wise County Sheriff's Office, all personnel there. Game wardens were still helping us. We had still K9. We had every resource that I had initially asked for still actively looking.
So you get back out to the bamboo where Tanner Horner sent you the first time. And what are you asking Tanner Horner when you get back out there the second time?
I'm again going back through, direct me, show me where she's at. What am I missing here? We're searching this area. Are we missing something? Are we missing the drive location? Are we missing something? If we drive it back, is it going to jog your memory? Again, let's bring Athena home. We need to give family closure. We need to bring her home.
And what is his response to you asking those questions again?
He continues to give me the same answers and responses as before. She's there. That's where I put her. That's where she's at. Same lies over and over. When we do overviews, it's the same things that I know to be lies.
Now, in this particular area, what level of detail about where he put her body is he still providing you at this time?
He's still providing the same details as before.
Has anybody located any trace of her body out there at all?
No, sir.
And so with regard to that statement at that time, he's telling you again that she's out there. What do you know about that statement?
I know that's a lie.
Now, during this process, we had talked about some of your questioning of Tanner Horner. At some point, do you change tactics when you're out there at the bamboo and you're questioning Tanner Horner?
Yes, I do. At that point in my investigation and throughout the course of the interviews with Mr. Horner, I knew that I was going to have to play his game. And I knew that I was going to have to address him as zero in order to find Athena.
And let me just ask you, at some point, do you do that?
I do.
And let me ask you, when you do that, does he respond?
Yes, sir, he does.
And when you do that, is there any change in his attitude or demeanor when you do that?
Yes, sir.
And what is that?
At the time when I made the decision on the side of the road, keep in mind we've got tons of resources out there. I make the decision to do this and make another attempt at getting some truth out of him. When I tell him that I know what I've been missing is that I've been talking to the wrong person, that I needed to be talking to zero. His physical demeanor changes. His head goes into a sideways motion. His eyes roll into the back of the head, and he pretends to turn into zero.
All right there in front of your eyes.
Yes, sir.
Like magic.
Yes, sir.
All you had to do was ask.
Yes, sir.
So this goes on. He has this change in body language and everything else. Where do you go from there?
At that point, I ask him to take me to Athena, and he says that he will, and we get into my pickup, and he directs me to Bobo's Crossing.
So after 2+ hours, at least or more, of him telling you a story that she was in this location with significant detail, now he's telling you, oh yeah, I know where she is now. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. It's more like a combination of 4+ hours.
Okay. And so once this goes on, you go directly to where her body's located. Is that right?
Yes, sir. He then directs me directly to her body.
And the location, what's it commonly called?
Bobo's Crossing.
And do you know the actual county road that it's on? Are you familiar with that?
Yes, sir.
And how long does it take you to get from the bamboo scene over to the Bobo Crossing location?
If I recall correctly, I was driving pretty fast to get there. I think it didn't take me long, maybe 15 minutes, maybe less.
So at this point in time, what are you hoping for at this time?
To find Athena and bring her home.
So you get there to, and I'm just going to say Bobo Crossing, okay? Does that work for you?
Yes, sir.
You get there and you get on scene. Is Tanner Horner able to tell you the various details about how he went about dumping her body there?
Yes, sir, he is.
Okay. Let me, Judge, if I may.
Yes.
I'm going to show you what I've marked, because it states Exhibit 39 and 40, a couple of maps there. Do you recognize that location?
Yes, sir, I do.
And is one of those kind of a 1,000-foot view, and then one of them's a little more zoomed in?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is that the location you were talking about as where Tanner Horner directed you to where Athena's body was?
Yes, sir, it is. County Road 4668.
Okay. And by looking at that, are you going to be able to explain and tell the jury where he parked, where he dumped the body, and things of that nature?
Absolutely.
Judge Wiedhofer states 39 and 40.
No objection.
States 39 and 40 are admitted.
Mr. Berry's working on it. I'm going to ask you a couple more questions. This location we're talking about, Bobo Crossing, what is the closest main thoroughfare to this location?
As far as what the...
Highway, FM, what's the closest one?
I think it's the road that goes back up north. I think that's still 51, I believe, back to the west.
Okay. We'll show you the map here. That's 30. So in this particular map here, the road we see going through the middle, is that what you're referring to as the Bobo Crossing Road?
Yes, sir. It goes east and west.
Okay. And you get to that from another farm to market road, right?
Yes, sir.
And so as you get here, is this where Tanner Horner directed you to go?
Yes, sir. Correct.
And did Tanner Horner give you specific directions on turn by turn on how to get from where you were to this location?
Yes, sir. From the bamboo location to there, he gave me directions on how to get there.
Okay. And at some point, did he explain to you why he knew this location was here in this area?
Yes, sir. He stated that he passed it every day on his way home.
So in this particular map here from up above, we see what is looks to be a creek or a river there going north and south. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, sir.
And do you know what that creek or river is?
Yes, sir. It's a portion of the Trinity.
Okay. And so we get here. I'm going to show you the zoomed in version here. And I just want to make sure where we are. Same as before, just zoomed in?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
And where did Tanner Horner tell you that he parked his truck at this location?
If you look at your first 4668 marker there, if you go up, there's a rail that goes across. You can't hardly see it too much from the picture as it depicts, but there's a guardrail that goes essentially north and south. He told me he backed his truck there, and then from there he took Athena to the edge and put her in the river.
Let me slow down a little bit and ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
The little dirt spot we see just on the north side of the highway, that's what you're talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
And then, as we see, if we were to walk down through there, and I think we'll see a little bit of it on the video, but as we walk down through there, you said there's some form of barrier that one would have to cross to get from the dark parking spot there to the actual river. Is that correct?
Correct. It's like a guardrail to keep vehicles from going further down.
Makes sense. And so at this point, did Tanner Horner say that he pulled in straight towards that guardrail or backed in, or how did he say that he parked his vehicle?
I believe the initial statement was that he backed in.
So he told you he backed in there, and then what did he tell you he did in order to retrieve Athena's body from the back of the truck? What did he do?
He told me he grabbed her and dragged her down to the creek.
And let me ask you a couple of questions. This vehicle on the back of it, does it have a door that we would open, like a back of a van door? Or does it have some form of roll-up door?
On that particular truck, it's a roll-up door.
And so he told you he would have rolled up the door and removed her body from the back of the truck. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now let's talk about what he told you about how he got her specifically from that area over to where the water. I think you used the term drag. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did he tell you that he drug her body from the back of the truck over to where the water was?
The exact statement that he made, obviously we're going to see here in a little bit, but it was in fact that he drug her body to the creek.
Okay. Now, let me ask you just a little bit here. I noticed on this, there appears to be a little clearing here on the other side of the guardrail towards the water. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And it looks to me there are a couple of trails and other things that go around that.
Yes, sir.
Where did Tanner say that he went to put her body in the water?
To the left of that flat white spot that you see there on the north side of the road, right off the river, right to the left side of that, there's a drop down into the river.
And this is what I would believe, because people would fish from there or something else. Is that right?
Correct, yeah. You could just access it by walking down, which would make the river accessible to you for whatever recreation you were taking part in.
So the distance between where he started dragging her body on one side of that barrier, all the way down the trail, down the side, and down to the water, how far is that?
I can't give you an exact measurement, but it's got to be at least 30 yards or more.
Okay, so 100 feet or more?
Yes, sir.
And then down to the water?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this terrain that's there, is it smooth and flat like a sidewalk?
No, sir. It's rocky, rough. As you're walking in, it was muddy at that particular time. So it was not easily accessible, especially not at night.
And so his statement is that did he tell you if he drug her by her feet or by her arms, or how did he drag her?
I don't remember the exact statement. I'd have to reflect back to the video.
Okay. And then we get down to the water. He's now drugged her down to the water, and what does he tell you that he did once he got her to the edge of the water?
He told me he dropped her right there over the edge.
Let me ask you, so you get there, you're there in your truck now. Ranger Briley is there with you. Investigator Oliver is there with you. Tanner Horner is there with you.
Correct.
Does he give you directions to go down where it was? Do you go with him? What is the process by which you got down to where he dumped her body?
We get to that location at Bubba's Crossing, to the guardrail portion of that location, and I pull him out of the truck, and he physically directs me down to where he put her body.
So he takes you all the way down to there?
Yes, sir.
When you get down there, tell me a little bit about the water conditions and the depth of the water when you get down there.
Obviously, that portion of the creek, the water goes approximately 1 foot and gradually increases to the middle of the creek. So it goes from shallow to deep. The water's very murky. At that time, it was stagnant, so it was hard to see.
And let me ask you, when you got down there, Ranger Espinoza, did you find Athena?
Did.
Tell me about, was she in the water?
Yes, sir.
How deep was the water that she was in?
I'd say approximately 3 feet where she was at.
Were you able to see her clearly walking up on it?
I wasn't initially, so when I first walked up to the edge of the creek, he told me she's right there. That's where I put her. And based on the water visibility, it was dark. I had a flashlight. I angled the flashlight at different angles, and I was able to see her nude body buoyant beneath the water.
Now, when you could see that, did you see the entirety of her body or just parts of it?
Partially.
And how were you, what did you have to do to be able to see? What was the manner of means you were able to have?
I had to adjust my flashlight in a certain way where I could see, but it was very clear she was there once I did that.
Right when you finally told you she was?
Yes, sir.
Now, in the water, what is her position in the water, if you remember?
Based on my location, I could see that she was obviously buoyant beneath the water, and it appeared that she was face down with her arms at her side.
Time out. just a minute.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. Slade. Thank you, Ted. So now you've located her in the water, you've now used your flashlight, you spotted her. You said that her body had no clothes.
No, sir.
Let's talk just a little bit of that and take a short detour here. At some point during this, you had told me before in your testimony today, you had a conversation with Tanner Horner about her clothes and whether or not she had clothes on. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And at some point, did he tell you that she had her clothes on?
Yes, sir.
Is that true?
No, sir.
Now, at some point after this, after you located her body and after you've done what we'll talk about in just a second, do you have another conversation with him about her clothes?
Yes, sir.
And what does Tanner Horner tell you he did with those clothes?
He eventually ends up telling me he kept her clothes, and she was in fact nude.
Now, about how long is this video from when you leave until you've now found her body?
I would say maybe 45 minutes.
And once you find her body, what do you do in response to locating her body?
There's obviously everybody following me because they're wondering where the heck I'm going. So I'm able to maintain everybody up top and immediately maintain the scene integrity, which was everybody get the heck out of here, shut it down, hold it, let's secure the scene, and let's get crime scene here to process the scene.
So at that point, you secured the scene, and so your role as far as the scene is concerned, you're done. You're going to bring CSI in and whoever else is to handle that part of it.
Correct. Yeah, that's part of some of the resources I already had on standby, which was the Texas Rangers crime scene team, Wise County crime scene, and FBI ERT, which is their crime scene team.
And I guess what I'm saying is, for questions with regard to CSI actual recovery of Athena's body, those are those people we would be talking to. Is that right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
So you've got the scene secure. You still have Mr. Horner with you. What do you do next?
I load him back up in the truck, and I take him back to the Wise County Sheriff's Office, continuing to get some more details, some more facts.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you State's Exhibit 37. Similar to before, have you reviewed that?
I have.
And how do we know that you've reviewed that?
It's got my initials on it.
And what is that?
It's going to be essentially what we deemed body recovery or the field interview.
And that would be from the jail as we saw leaving all the way until we locate her body.
Correct. Yes, sir.
And is the actual location of her body contained on this video to some extent?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't know how clear it is based on the fact that it's on a body camera, but you'll be able to kind of see what I just walked you guys through.
Judge, Dr. State's 37.
Any objections, any additional objections other than those previously brought to my attention?
No further objections, Your Honor.
Those objections previously brought remain overruled, and State's Exhibit 37 is admitted.
Well, they say there's more chemicals in vape stuff than nicotine. I mean, there's a lot of chemicals in nicotine, but they say it's like double what's in vape or vapes.
Well, with the vapes, really all it is nitroglycerin, some nicotine, and clip.
Smells good sometimes.
Like the juice I vape on is maple syrup flavored. It makes me crave pancakes.
Smell sir makes me crave pancakes and waffles. Man, if I get a waffle, that's hard.
Well, I go to the city a lot. Waffle House is always a good thing.
They're chocolate chip pancake waffles. They don't overdo the chocolate chips. So I used to get like a grilled chicken sandwich and a chocolate chip pancake waffle. That was good stuff right there.
See, I get the chocolate chip pancake waffle, but I also get an omelet and like 2 sides of hash browns. Woo.
I know
Cheesy hash browns, greatest thing.
Oh, cheese and with onions. And sometimes capped. Little
I
muffin.
can only have the onions if they're like caramelized, otherwise I'm like,
Too much freshness. Larger. I got you.
kind of also the same.
I didn't used to eat onions until I got about 30 years old. And I started realizing I like the taste of onions, especially purple onions.
Surprisingly though, they're actually not called purple onions. It's called red onions. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I know.
It's definitely.
I still call them by what I see. I'm just that way. Yeah, talking about Waffle House making me hungry. I'm a big boy.
Okay.
Somebody was talking about a patty melt earlier, and I'm like,
Whataburger? Oh.
yeah, Whataburger patty melt. I was like, what? Whataburger patty melt, some fries, and a strawberry shake.
Have you tried the Dr. Pepper shake?
Not too much of a fan, honestly. I like Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
See, I don't like regular Dr. Pepper, but I will drink the Dr. Pepper shake.
I mean, I like Dr. Pepper, but their shake just doesn't seem quite right to me for some reason. So, I don't know if it's just me or what. Oh man, I'm just thanking the Lord it's not 30 degrees right now. It's crazy though. Goes from 28 degrees to...
My conversations with God right now are a little bit different.
I do understand. This is not a great situation. I appreciate you being honest with us. So,
What happens if I get an attorney right now?
you get an attorney right now? I mean, that's your choice, your legal right.
What
But
would happen?
you're still gonna go through the process of going to jail, still gonna do all that. So, I'd like to be honest with this and finish this out. I mean,
I told you guys pretty much everything at this point.
oh, I know you have.
I was gonna grab the cigarettes and like light up another one.
Did you stick them in his pocket? You sure did. Dirty dog. I'm sorry. Dirty dog. It's not down here.
Put a letter on.
Oh, you good. We got trustees that, you can toss it down and chop it out. Because we got trustees that come out here and clean up, and they'll find it and they'll take care of it. Because
So it still doesn't feel right.
I understand. So,
You know, last time I was in handcuffs was like 4 years ago. First attempted suicide, that was
what'd you do to attempt suicide?
trying to hang myself.
What happened?
I didn't tie a knot, I just kind of tied it around my neck and yeah. And then
Did you hang it from a door?
The
Okay.
door opened a little bit after I went unconscious and
Okay. Yeah, I've actually seen that.
yeah, I woke up with a big old fucking knot on my head when I hit the floor.
Sure, a big headache too.
I had like a constant headache. I'm like halfway convinced I have a tumor in my brain.
I mean, people have them sometimes, man. You ever get checked out?
No, I'm the kind of person where I don't go to the hospital until the very last second, which, you know, that's probably not the best thing in the world. Like, I have, like, random heart palpitations and stuff because I drink a lot of energy drinks. Like, I even have a mild heart attack, like, a year ago. That's...
Absolutely. I don't know what happened to him.
Those two.
Did he take them? Good. That was good. You got the cigarette? I think I put them on. Sure. Hang on. Hey Joe, take your shirt out. You want my shut that camera mount? Sure. Oh, never mind. I'm not my truck. I'm sorry. If I had my truck, I'd give it to you. Yeah. 5-star review. Remember that. 5-star review.
I had 6, if I could give out 6 stars.
It's free too.
Yeah.
Free.
How was my driving?
Not as bad as the cops report.
Come on in. What do you check that, man? I got you, brother.
Somewhere. Nice truck. Oh, it's alright. I can get from point A to point B.
Inside back. I got plenty of room.
Alright. I forgot to push the button. Thank you.
Can you let the guys that are out there looking, let them know we're coming back out?
Yep. Let them know where I live. Target.
Oliver, did you do the same? Because I think the old one was not asking.
Guess I'm not going to be able to make it into work on Sunday?
That makes you work Sundays?
Yeah. Right now we're going through peak season, which, to be honest, it's kind of a pain in the butt.
Late hours, back to work.
Oh yeah.
Roll that up?
Oh, here you go. Oh,
I was gonna roll that up for you.
oh, I was rolling it up for him. I don't mind the cold.
Oh, yeah. Is it cold out there?
It's a little nippy. Cassie is waiting on my call to come pick me up from work.
Yeah, what's the latest you usually call?
About an hour ago.
Well, let's just get this kind of thing behind us and then we'll go from there, okay? Don't worry, if you're a good driver.
Technically, I'm still employed with Uber.
So was that good money?
Yeah, I just didn't like the whole being a 1099 thing.
Oh, I really didn't know it was that.
Yeah,
I thought it was big enough for the
you think, right? Even after all these years, they're still doing the whole 1099 thing, which I think is ridiculous.
south.
Not really. I don't know anything.
So this is right south of Decatur. You come in on 51, you're right south of Decatur. Do you not take 51 into your routes?
Not really.
No?
I mean, if I'm picking up stops off of another person, sometimes I'll take 51. Normally I just cross over 51.
The thing about 51 too is it's very busy. So where would you drive Uber at? Just around Fort Worth?
Yeah, Fort Worth. I tried to stay out of Dallas, but I know it was better money, so sometimes I look at Dallas.
Keep me honest, Oliver, on is it 2351? Which road are we going to?
We're going to turn left on 114. We're going back to 4599.
Yeah, we're going to be crossing around where he showed us the bamboo.
Yeah, so we'll just turn left on 114, then right on 51 again, and then 4599, and be right across the road.
What is it?
Field marker, yeah.
Hey, DB, can you pull up your maps? Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it. I was just trying to pull up a map. It's alright. It's alright. Yeah, no, I'm good. I just wanted to kind of give them a visual as while we're doing it. We should another cigarette too when we get out here. Roll the windows down, let you smoke. Does that sound good? Yes, sir. Tell me if you see something familiar, you recognize something. I'm trying to jog your memory here, okay? It was dark and dark. You were worked up, so.
Was it dark when you tossed her in there?
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Do you think the darkness could confuse you a little bit?
That's why I had a good feel. Like I said a couple times before, I literally stop at being there sometimes.
Traffic's pretty backed up.
Then wait for me to back down.
Actually, about the right time.
We gotta drive this way every day. They know by now. 14's an inventory.
So this is about the time, right? You're set? This is about the time you put her out here?
I think so, yeah.
it's junked.
I think I know this area. I think I've been living here a couple times. Is 51 that way?
51's this way. No. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sorry. You go around and then it turns into 51 South, around that little bridge. So 51 South and then 114. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't even know there, like 51 went past the bridge.
Okay, so we're 114.
That's what you think, man.
Okay. Do I need to turn on 50? Yeah, I need to go 51 to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So remember you cross-drive.
Technically, you don't even have to take 51. There's also a turn in.
Yeah, off 114, but we want to retrace your steps, so we're going to cut off on 51 and go that way.
Okay. What happens when I get an attorney?
Sir?
What happens when I get an attorney? I don't know the legal system, right?
Yeah, like I told you earlier, I can't really give you legal advice. Obviously, you know, it's just the same thing as when I explained your rights earlier. Just that's basically the rights you have afforded to you. Right at a mile from that road. Is there anything John can remember?
Didn't go on this part of the road.
Okay, yeah.
I was passed over 51.
Okay. But you usually do that on a regular basis, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're on the road, and we are. I'm going to slow down a little bit just in case something comes back to you. Okay. So you're going normal speed, I guess, and anything out of the norm, or you? I guess that truck has monitors and stuff in it that keeps your speed regulated, right?
I mean, I don't know. I think if you go over speed limits, it like might ding something, but we never get told anything about it.
Okay, so now we're approaching here, right? Okay. Anything?
No, I'm there.
Remember this intersection, obviously, 'cause you gotta make a stop.
A couple times I've read this not noticing it when I'm heading the other way because it's kind of a little bit hidden. And it's in a weird spot.
Okay. You remember this house right here?
The one being built. I've actually been watching that one being built for a while.
Okay.
Sounds like Cassie's dog.
You still good with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you remember this house right here?
Yeah. I stopped right past the bamboo, so people in the house couldn't see me.
Okay. So we're here now, right?
Yeah.
All right. We're dropping here. And then you get to the spot right here. Do you stop before the bamboo or after the
A
bamboo?
little bit after the bamboo.
Okay, so tell me where you stop approximately.
Forward more.
We're gonna rewalk your steps, okay?
That's further.
Further?
Yeah. I did a judging based on
Okay.
how I could see the house. A little bit more up.
Okay.
And there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So you don't have to hug me.
One of those? Okay. Let's walk your steps first, okay? Okay, can you kind of reenact that? Show me.
I was looking in the corner, looking back in the mirror.
Okay, and you think she was pretty close?
Yeah.
Like pretty close to the...
Yes, sir.
Okay. Walk in about how close you think she was.
Not like this.
Right there? That close to the road?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Are you sure it wasn't this side, or?
Yes, sir.
You're 100% positive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's put some light on it now. And I know it's kind of dark. Now shine it that way. Okay. And now shine it back. And you think it was right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can do it. Okay. Shucks.
Not right here.
What were you thinking when you crossed it? Stick? I'm sorry.
You remember that hard tree being there? That bigger tree in the middle of that?
John, light back there real quick. You'd be in this spot.
This spot?
That's where I thought.
Okay. Why are you saying? How do you know that's where you're going?
I'm just saying this spot in general. I can't move my arms over there. I'm trying around this.
So about this is what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
What you believe is this spot?
Because this is where I park.
I understand.
I park just enough to where the house will be okay.
Okay, let's go back over to the truck, smoke a cigarette real quick. Back up. There you go. Is there any way you could be confused?
No, sir.
No. If we go to your house and look or anything like that, is that going to change anything?
No, sir. My fiance lives with me.
Okay, so
But there's no way in hell.
so you wouldn't take her back?
Wasn't they say you don't shit where you eat? Or something like that?
Yeah. Okay.
Where you? Why don't you jump over there out of curiosity?
Like a lot of these. Like 3 or 4 cars like in a row went out. And I think that would have been too obvious versus on a road like this.
Gotcha. So that's kind of a dead end down there?
Yeah. Like people are gonna remember a FedEx truck parked on a private road.
Oh, gotcha.
Something like this, people will just think, oh, they're just trying to get their next package out.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes complete sense.
I'm smarter than a lot of people think I'm right. A lot of people think I'm dumb.
Some people are pretty judgmental, man. So.
time. Too expensive though.
Imagine fuel alone is pricey.
Oh, I've heard about the fuel costs of those things going up for a little while. Going insane.
You can't believe how much diesel.
Well, yeah, this economy's kind of going crazy right now. Doesn't have to be, but
I try not to blame whoever's in office, but it's hard not to.
well, they sent them $91 billion overseas. It's kind of hard not to blame them. And they can't track 20 billion of it. You didn't know that? They've been trying to track it all. They lost track of 20 billion. Don't know where 20 billion went.
$20 billion.
American dollars. Mind your money. 20 billion of it. Yeah. And when they ask about it, they're like, pretty much. Yeah. So,
Now, who made the money?
who made the money? We don't know. I mean, it's just printed, but I mean, when you send $21 billion over there for aid, we don't know where it went to. So it went to somebody's pocket.
We have homeless people in our whole freaking country. Why do we have to help other people?
100% with you. 100% with you. We even help our homeless veterans, our homeless people, take care of them, feed our starving, our hungry children. But I'm just a dumb cop, so I don't know.
I wouldn't call you dumb. Interesting.
I'll be honest with you, man. It doesn't look like she's here.
I was worrying.
Do you think she was actually dead?
I mean, I didn't check. I just kind of assumed because she defecated on herself.
Yeah. You pick her up in your arms or by her clothes? But I mean, which one? In your arms or by her clothes?
By her clothes.
Okay. Oh man, when I went in there, something stabbed in my eye. My eye's irritated now. Yeah. Little piece of bamboo leaf. I think I'm allergic to bamboo. And there's no chance you could have done a little further or back. Not 3549.
So originally the plan was I was going to go over the private road and talk about that.
Yes. I understand. Because our main goal is to get her remains home, close it out.
I mean, I think it might be possible somebody picked her up at the same time, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's random person picks her up. It's going to be why they come forward and stuff like that. I'm a hero, I found her, stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Unless they were not right.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I've noticed there's quite a bit of tweet percentages.
Quite a bit.
So, not just sitting here racking my brain and thinking, it's like, Tanner's being completely honest with me, completely cooperative with me. He's been upfront and honest, and it just clicked to me. Is it Zero that's fucking with me? That's not wanting to tell me where she's at? Zero, tell me where she's at. Where? Bottom of the creek, which creek? Oh, it's called. Can you take me to the Zero? Take me to it. Tanner trusts me, why can't you trust me? I'll give you. Let me take her home. Let me take her home. Truck? Woman. Here. Where it goes, girl? 114 until you get to 7. I apologize, bro. I wasn't aware you were willing to talk to me.
I'm not going to let you know for that.
Could you get out there and tell him to move, please?
Hey, come on, let's have a quick. Read it out. Read it out.
So do I just keep going this way? Right or left? slower, I think you're getting closer or further in? Getting close. Slow down. Yes.
See where all those cars are? Take a left. Go slow. Good. There we go. Where those trucks are?
Those trucks are at?
Yes.
Where did you park?
Right here.
Where'd you put it?
I'll show you.
Did you put her in the water? You got her in the water? How far in there?
Tossed her in, got back in the truck, started driving off. No, that's kind of back there.
When
He's
you
none the wiser.
zero, when you threw her in, were you down there? Were you closer to her? I got you.
I'm gonna try to slip back to there.
Hold on.
You got it? Were you this far down? Did you step a little?
Right there.
You tossed her in right there? Did she sink? Did it sink? Did you tie something to her?
Go lift. Right there. Right there.
Oh, yep.
She's there.
There she is.
Okay. Let's go.
Thank you, Zero. Stand by. Stand by. I'll walk you down there. Hold on, hold on. Sit there with it for a second.
Nobody go past that.
That's awesome. Great. Proud of you.
Yep.
Zero, thank you for getting me here. But I've got a question, Zero.
What happened?
Am I talking to Tanner now?
No. What's...
I need Zero. I need to ask Zero one more question. Zero, can you come out? Zero, I need you. Talk to me. I know Tanner didn't sexually assault this girl. I know Tanner didn't hurt this girl, but I know you did. Did you sexually assault this little girl?
No.
Did you kill this little girl? Zero.
Tanner wouldn't do it.
Thank you for bringing me to her. Thank you for letting me get her home. I'm gonna have to back up.
Actually, you move that follow. I'm drunk out. Who's been a coward?
Bitch boy.
Is that what you back up? Is that what you call him?
He's kind of a bitch.
Why do you say that? Keep going, Joe. Keep going. We've got that road stop for you. Zero, why do you call him Tanner a bitch boy?
Because he made me come out. He made me tell him, "Will not leave me alone." He's mad at me.
You did the right thing. We needed to get her home. That's the only way to do it. We needed to get her home. If something happened to somebody you cared for, wouldn't you want them to come home? Zero, how long have you been with Tanner?
About 6 months.
Where'd you come from?
I don't know.
What made you come to Tanner?
It's vulnerable.
Where did you find him?
What do you mean where did I find one?
Where'd you find him? What was the location you found him at? Like, did you just find him at home? Did you find him when he was in a dark place? Did you find him when... Did he come to you?
I found him when he started taking his medicine.
That's when he first came out?
If he wanted to die, I would have let him die. He seems to be more in control most of the time. Why do you want to talk to me?
Zero, you've been more helpful than Tanner right now. Tanner was really honest, but you helped me, so I want to know why you took advantage of Tanner. Tanner was honest, and he was really helpful, but you wouldn't let Tanner tell me where she was at. I had to talk to you to get the truth.
Tanner didn't know. Last thing I let him remember was leaving her in the bamboo.
Did you go back to the bamboo and get her?
No.
You didn't go back to the bamboo and get her and then bring her here?
Immediately after she was put in the bamboo,
Immediately? So
Tanner couldn't handle this reality. So I took over.
what was his reality?
The fact that he let a child die.
So is Tanner telling us the truth on how everything happened?
His truth.
What's your truth on it? What's your take on it? How did it happen?
I tried getting into her, that little girl. She was going to put us away for a long time.
So everything you
Vehicular assault.
Sorry,
Even if it's on accident. So I took the initiative to make her no.
But everything that he told us is correct other than where you put her.
Pretty much. Other than he didn't want to tell you about me.
Why?
Because he's clearly in that case.
So was that your attempt at getting me to talk to you when we were on the porch? Because obviously that wasn't Tanner. Or was that Tanner warning me about you?
That was his warning.
Is there anything that Tanner left out that I need to know? You think I need to know? Because obviously
Tanner left out now.
Is there anything you left out?
But that's if you wanted to know anything else from me.
Yeah, what did you leave out?
I tried to set it up like someone else did her.
How did you do that?
Came up with an entire story.
Is that what the story about talk to you, to talk to Zero?
Taylor was too scared.
Zero, is there anything else I need to know? Did you do anything else to that little girl? Was that your biggest fear, that Tanner would get you all put away? What was he saying to you?
Please don't hurt me. Just leave me alone. Fuck up.
Did you immediately, as soon as y'all hit her, did you come out and take over? Or fear that maybe Tanner would get y'all put away? Or did it take some time?
Tanner was worried about the little shit. He wanted to help the poor little girl. Oh, no.
Why didn't you want to help her? Do you want to help anybody?
No. Other than myself.
Have you ever been anywhere else, Zero? Have you ever done this before?
No.
Is this your first time?
Of course. Well, let me out most of the time. I'm not with trust. Right now, he just doesn't know how to deal with anything. Just trapped in his psyche, talking when he was here.
Have you ever made Tanner do this before, this time?
There's never been a situation that called for this.
So, if y'all hadn't hit her with the truck, you would have never done this. If Tanner had never hit her with the truck.
Tanner would have hit her with the truck and even though this would have happened. Right now, we'd be getting ready to go out to the bar and celebrate our brand new car we got.
Do y'all go to the bar often?
On occasion. Tanner and Cassie like karaoke.
Have you ever tried to hurt Cassie for any reason?
No,
Does Cassie know about Zero?
she does.
How does she know about Zero?
We've talked.
What does Cassie say to you? What do you think of her?
Oh, I like her.
She nice to you?
Yeah. But between us, she likes it better when I fuck her versus what Tanner does.
Oh yeah, why is that?
She likes it rough. But now, Tanner has to take over.
Tanner has to take over with.
All the fucking time.
How long does Tanner stay away? How long do you keep him away? And, does it come and go, or do you take over for long periods of time?
The longer I've been here, the longer I'm able to keep in control. I've even found ways to block Tanner out.
How do you do that?
I make him go to sleep.
How long does he stay asleep?
All night with him too.
How do you make him go to sleep?
Speaking.
So, when you killed that little girl, was Tanner trying to stop you? Was he trying to come out, or did you put him to sleep?
He was trying to come out and just give me the ground sleeping.
What did you tell him?
I didn't do anything, didn't stop, trying to stop me and next.
What was his response to that?
He did help me let me better to sleep.
running in to Tanner.
He doesn't have a way to go. All of us worthless parents, we drugged up junkies. Not being able to deal with anything. Like, he needed me, otherwise he wouldn't have any way to cope.
Did you come in at a time in Tanner's life where he was having trouble coping with everything?
He was trying to kill himself. He'd been planning for 2 months in the neighborhood. 2 more months and he was still planning. But the dumb bastard has to go to hell. Get medicated.
Why did you do this to her?
Well, I can't have any fun if I'm in jail.
Say what?
You can't have fun if you're in jail.
I can't have fun if I'm in jail.
What's your idea of fun?
Partying.
So you're saying that's why you did
In
it?
particular, I'm a very big fan of the white stuff.
Cocaine or meth?
Cocaine.
Just Tanner or just you?
No, Tanner just likes being oddly rolled up and crazy. More fun that way, he just wants to relax.
Why did this happen? Why did this happen to her?
Because Tanner hit her.
So if Tanner wouldn't hit her with that truck, this would never happen.
Quite.
Why her and not someone else?
Because he hit her with the truck.
So you never intended to hurt anyone unless it was going to potentially cost you your freedom. You would never just randomly hurt somebody.
Tanner doesn't let me.
So Tanner keeps you suppressed from hurting anybody. But if when you hurt her, that kept you from partying, that kept you from your cocaine, that kept you from doing what Zero likes to do. So you knew if you didn't take control, that Tanner would be jumping in jail. Is that right?
Quite.
But you knew if you didn't take complete control and take care of business, Tanner wouldn't. Because he's like, what?
And Zero is who? What is he?
Want to get stuff done.
What's your main goal, Zero? Is it just to party and live and slowly push Tanner out?
I wouldn't be able to push Tanner out even if I wanted to.
Why's that?
Tanner much longer than I do.
Is it hard to push somebody out when they've been around that long? Just past the boat right there.
It is. I find it to be completely impossible to get rid of it completely.
Yeah. But this is the first time you've been in anybody?
What do you mean?
You've never taken on somebody else? You've never been in any other person? Only Tanner?
Well, I was gone for several years.
Why?
This isn't the first time I've been around Tanner.
When were you around Tanner before?
Not when he was 12 or 13.
Did you do anything when he was 12 or 13? Did you hurt anybody then? you do to him? How did you hurt him? I know, as you say, look at your arm, but what?
One time I got really good.
What'd you do? Tell me about it.
Took a box cutter and slashed as hard as I could.
On where? His wrist?
Yeah,
You could have killed him.
that was the goal.
But then what happens when he dies?
I'm free.
That you won't be able to party and do the things Zero likes to do.
Self-destruction is a beautiful thing.
Zero, how did you choose that spot?
What do you mean?
Why that spot?
What spot?
The spot where you took her body.
Because I knew Taylor would tell. Eventually.
So that was a spot where she might not be found. Did you wrap anything around her?
What do you mean?
Did you do anything to weigh her down?
Like what?
What? Anything? Rocks? Anything tied to her? Anything like that?
No.
Did you turn your phone off, Zero?
Yes.
When did you turn your phone off?
When I took over,
What did you do that for?
so nobody would know.
Were you afraid somebody's going to track you on your phone? Did you say somebody would know?
Exactly.
Where'd you get that idea from?
TV.
All the crime shows and stuff, I'm sure? You saying yes?
Rangers coming back in. Espinosa with the Rangers coming back in. Yes.
Sergeant Oliver, Investigator Oliver, we're going to the sheriff's court. No.
Just open the gate. Zero, do you smoke?
Yes.
Let's get you another smoke. You get that?
You want to stop the tape before?
Yeah, we can. There's some left, and then there's one after this.
Okay.
At the time hour.
Do y'all want to stop for today and start up in the morning?
I'm fine with that, Your Honor, if you are.
Is that agreeable with the defense?
Yes, Your Honor. I defer to the court.
Okay, we're going to stop for the day, okay? Go back to your jury room and I'll have Deputy Keaton tell you an update on tomorrow. I need to talk to the lawyers, all right?